Class, I'm going to start off with a quote today from Plato. Music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to everything. Music, Plato's a very smart man as a philosopher, and he still somehow understood the concept of music. Even though lyrics as today weren't there, he understood that the sounds and vibrations could change people's ways of thoughts and ways of feeling. And even back then, in centuries ago, he still understood that. Today, I'm going to talk about how to write a song in a short amount of time. I'm going to go over the basic previews and interviews and previews on how to do it. Let's do another quote. Imagination is the key to my lyrics. The rest of it's painted with a little science fiction. Jimmy, and basically, go from the heart. Anything that you use will affect what you're going to say, and everything that you listen to and absorb will affect your music. So everything's kind of related. And there's three basic principles of writing a song. The first one is lyrics. The second one is chords. And the third is putting together your lyrics and your chords. And there's no particular way to do it. Like, it's all hearsay. Different songs can require different ways of doing it, but I'm just going to go over one today. Lyrics could be simple or they could be complex. A lot of music from the 60s and older music go into stories, go into depth about everything that they talk about, goes into details. A lot of stories will make you cry and laugh and make you feel like they're there. Use their poetry. Today, I'm not saying it's not there, but a lot of popular music on the radio stations and stuff have really simple lyrics, catching enough so people can remember and just talk about. And a lot of that comes from producers and stuff. Well, let's give them a product that they can remember and keep simple. So that has straight away. Good songwriting is good. People listen to good music. If you're not playing good music, people just don't listen. And when you play good music, people listen. Rhyming, people think that music has to rhyme a lot. It doesn't. You can either rhyme every sentence if you want to, but that kind of gets played out. It sounds repetitive and your mind kind of to catch it. Most people like to rhyme sometimes, then throw it off, and some people just don't even rhyme at all. And you can just kind of like fill it in by a melody line or something. Be yourself. Being yourself is important. The music that comes out of you is your heart, and the best thing that comes out of you. And if you let it come out of you the way it's supposed to sound, that's when you get hits. That's when you get a song on the radio. It's like, oh, I've heard this song before. It's the first time you've ever heard it. Because the guy put everything in his thought, everything inside of you into the song, no matter what you do. So if you want to write a good song, be yourself and do that. Influences are going to be a big part of who you are and how your music's going to sound like. The more music you listen to, the more your music vocabulary will be broadened, and you'll start sounding like different stuff, like from classical to blues to rap. Like me, like on my journey so far, I started with blues, and then once I learned classical music, it kind of like it gave me more crayons in my color box, where I could still have that, and I could expand and expand and expand. That's what different styles of music does to you: jazz, rap. I listen to everything. I think everyone should listen to everything. At least give it a try. If you don't like it, just at least give it a try. One good thing about music is when it hits you, you feel no pain. Bob Marley said that, and that is absolutely true. When I'm up on stage playing a song or something, I do not feel about anything that happens to me during the day. I don't think about my parents. I don't think about girlfriends or babies' mamas or anything you need to know about. It all goes out the window, and you focus on your guitar or your drums or whatever have you. Like, you don't even need a music instrument in your hand to play music. You can just beatnik and just do poetry. But anyways, once you get into what you do, you don't really think about anything else. It's a sign of meditation. I do all the time for myself and for my family, for my friends. I like getting the face and the reaction that my friends give me after I play a song. And there's a couple of key ingredients I'm going to go over right now with you about making music to a song. And one of them is your chords, one of them is your rhythm, one of them is like your leads and your hooks. And I will demonstrate a few of them for you right now. Got that pick. Alright, rhythm is something that you feel. It makes you go up and down. Up and down and up and down and up and down. And if you want to add some color and some tones to it, I'll just do like a little blues thing. The same rhythm. So you all just do the same rhythm. Just go there. And that's the blues for you. And this has been around since like the 1920s. Not even before, since classical ages and so. And that's your basic like rhythm, your blues and stuff. There's a lot of rhythm could change from to have more simple or complex rhythms. Let's see if I can. You kind of feel it like that. That's what the rhythm does. It makes your head. It's not your notes. It's not the notes that make your head go up and down. It's the way you play it. And you feel. Next would be about if you want after you get your chords down, your rhythm. I'll show you what a chord is. A chord is basically 3 notes put together. Those are chords, basically 3 notes put together, and it'll equal a chord. And there's very simple chords will either make you feel more happy or more sad. Example. I'll just do, this will make you feel a little bit more sadder right here. And then you could do something happy like. And you could do like little stuff and make it feel happy or sad. Your chords are your color, like crayons, like I said before. You can make many different combinations and different shades of gray and red and whatever. Next we have like riffs and leads. Let's see if I can do a couple for you. That's basically just something simple right there that you could expand on if you want. That was a Pink Panther. It's simple chords, but it's done well and it's been remembered for ages now. Something else you probably heard that's been sticking around since the 70s. It's a basic riff, but it just works. Let me try it. Once you get your rhythm, your chords, your leads together, and you know, like basic ideas, you can start writing your own song. And this is when you put it together. I'll do like a little quick, like little summary of a song for you. Basic chords. So you got your chords, and then you want to add your lyrics, like a first verse or a second verse. I'll just do a quick one for you. Jenny was a girl who went to school. She got good grades and she played it cool. Her daddy once taught her what was wrong from right. Had to carry her head so she held it high. Graced like a feather in the wind, with eyes like the deepest blue in the ocean. So that's kind of like a little riff, and you could expound and do chords or stuff, and you got a chorus for that. But anyways, music